right, so it's March 18th, 2023. I just want to make that clear because you're watching this in December for my Steelhead December series. This last year in 2022, some people were a little bit confused about when this footage was obtained, so I just want to make that clear. Kind of the way I look at it is I follow some elk hunting channels, and they don't post their videos during archery season, they post them afterwards. Well, I don't watch them. Sorry, born and raised in Elk 101, but I wait until about, July, August, when I'm getting ready to go elk hunting. So what I decided to do is all the footage that I film in March, I save until December. So that way, when we're all getting pumped up for winter steelhead season, you got some new content to watch. Plus, when I used to release winter steelhead videos in April, they hardly got any attention. So I'm just gonna save it, and that way I can start spring Chinook fishing and bass fishing and start sharing that, because these videos take quite a while to edit. So let's go over gear. So I brought 2 rods today. I'm gonna be mobile. In fact, I'm not planning on coming back to the truck until this afternoon. So to start out with, I've got my E6X bead rod by G. Loomis. This is the 1145. It's an 8 to 17 pound test, medium heavy, fast action. It has been really good for bead fishing. I used to use the 1143 E6X, which I'm gonna be using for my jig rod today. But as far as the gear I have set up on here, I've got 12-pound bumper. It's ultra green, 12-pound test. I've got 2 Dacron bobber stops, a bead, an AF5 float. This is a 1/2 ounce because the water's a little bit big today. A second bead, a rubber bobber stop. That way, if I get my weighting system hung up, a lot of times I won't lose my float. So I've got the Dave's Tangle Free method set up here with a 1/2 ounce stick weight. I've got 30 inches of 12-pound Seeger. It's the STS fluorocarbon. I've got a 14 millimeter sweet pink cherry bead to start out with, and a #1 blood run skeena hook. So that's rod 1. Oh, and I didn't mention Shimano Vanford, the best reel you can buy, especially for the money. I'm sure that you could, if you can afford a Stella, go ahead, but they're like 700 bucks. But these things are 260 bucks. Incredible reels. The 3000 model has 37 inches of line pickup per turn of the handle, a 6.4 to 1 gear ratio, and this thing only weighs 6.3 ounces. So talk about an ultra lightweight setup here. And of course, what I consider to be the best all-around steelhead rod they make, and it's in their inexpensive line, the E6X. I sure hope that they don't discontinue this, because that's what they've been saying. But I have this one set up for my jig setup. I've got a Nightmare jig on here, AF7 float. Both of these rods are paired up with Power Pro Super Slick 20-pound test. I believe this is 10-pound test. Ultra green is my leader, which is very strong. This is a, what is this? It's a Hawken Woolly Booger jig. I actually caught one during Steelhead Road Trip 2022 on that jig. It's pretty cool. It has a little bit of flashaboo, but anyway, it's an 1/8 ounce. So I'm going to be packing my Hero 9 as my secondary camera. I have this Joby. This is the 1X, I believe, is the model number. It's just a little mobile tripod. Nice thing about it is I can set it up about anywhere. Yeah, I don't have the height, but I don't want to be packing a long tripod. But also, this can be wrapped around a tree limb or something like that. And I can just kind of wrap it through my stuff like this when I'm walking along the bank. I've got some Oakley. These are 22% VLT, bronze lens, polarized glasses. You want bronze when you're fishing rivers because it really helps you see the riverbed. I hate wearing gloves, but it's like 34 degrees up here. There's still snow hanging around. But these are First Light Talus fingerless merino wool gloves. They've been pretty nice. Only thing is when I hook a fish, I end up having to pull them off. I don't want to touch fish while wearing gloves. I'm packing my Hero 11 as my primary camera. I'm running it in 4K 60 frames per second. The reason I started running in 60 is because I want to be able to slow down like steelhead jumps, and you want more frames per second because you can slow it down and it still looks good. All right, I'm ready to go. So I hope I catch some fish, So I have some footage for you guys for Steelhead December. So I'll see you on the river. Hopefully I don't run into any bears or cougars in here. I do have a cougar tag, but my LCP 380 is a little on the light side. Okay. Where to start? Where to start? I'm just gonna start going downstream. I know the spot above me looks good, but I've never hooked anything there. Every time you come through here, it's a different bunch of problems. I guarantee you, this is why this doesn't get fished very much. Because it's not easy. River treasure, West Coast float. Might as well at least get it off the riverbank. Let's start here. Spook anything. Let's see, that looks about right. Okay, first cast. Come on, first cast fish. Oh. It's a limb. God, I had me thinking. Look at that river treasure. Look right here. Some sort of a hawk and float buried up in there. AF3. So it's real easy to forget the basics. You need to eat, even though I want to keep fishing. I'm going to eat a Pop-Tart for some carbs. To try to keep my energy level up. I haven't fished this spot yet. It looks just awesome. It kind of rolls over this ledge. Ooh, that looks good right through there. It's kind of a trough right there. Kind of a channel, I guess I'd call it. It's deeper. Oh, there we go. Fish? What is going on? A trout? Look at this trout. Oh man. It's like, wow, it felt like a fish at first. Get my glove off. Get my gloves off altogether here. Well, I guess the fish in this river do want a sweet peach here. Look at the size of this cutthroat. This cutthroat is insane. Look at this thing. He's a monster. It's been said steelhead are a fish of 1,000 casts. Normally I disagree with that saying because with experience and time on the river you can significantly increase your cast to hookup rate. However, some days 1,000 casts is about what it takes to find a willing biter. My favorite fishing quote is from John Buchan. It goes, "The charm of fishing is that it is the pursuit of what is elusive but attainable, a perpetual series of occasions for hope." So if it takes 1,000 casts, that's 1,000 hopeful moments to connect with what I consider to be the most spectacular fish of all, the winter steelhead. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not a steelhead though. It's just a trout. This is the day of the trout. Oh, it's a fighter. Wants to fight hard, man. What do we got here? Is it a steelhead or is it a cutthroat? You wanted the winterberry, huh, my man? Oh, dude. Sorry, brother. Got it bad. Got it bad. Man, had me thinking for a split second there. Guess a fish of any kind is better than no fish. I switched out to a 12mm sweet pink cherry. I should have just left this on there the whole time. Oh, bobber down. There we go. Needed the sweet pink cherry. That was the ticket. Let's see if I can get one in there. Gosh dang. Oh. Sweet pink cherry. Nice. I'm gonna wade into this hole. Keep that tight. There we go. Nice. What do we got here? This one now. Let's see what we got. This is a strong fish. There's kind of some boulders out there, so I'm trying to keep them off of those. I can get out on this rock right here until he gets close anyway. See what we got here. And that's one hard-earned fish right there. Got 12-pound fluorocarbon on there. Seeger salmon. Well, it's STS. Like that one. 12-pound ultra green bumper, so I feel pretty confident. I haven't even seen this fish though. Ooh, it's bumping that boulder down in there. See if I can get him into this back over here. Oh man, that's a big fish. It's a big steelhead. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is a big fish. Mother. Wow. Wow. Let's see if I can get this up. Loosen that up. Look at this fish. Oh goodness, that's a big steelhead. Look at that fish. This thing is chrome too. Wow, that's a big fish. And then sand, so it's kind of hard to do anything. It's a chrome bright fish too. Oh wow, this fish is big. Oh, it's back out in the current. Looks like a big pan. Wow. There's a monster. There's a monster. It's pulling it. It's a big native too. I'm pretty sure I saw that close. Look at this fish. Oh wow. Wow. Well, I have my 11.45 to fight it with. It's a little heavier than my 11.43. It's getting close. It's getting close. Let's sweep it this way. Almost, almost, almost. It's a beautiful fish. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can sweep it right here. No. Close, it's close. Let's get it pretty quick here. If I land this thing, I'm going to retie the whole kit and caboodle because he is just rubbing all over the place. this way. Come on. So close, so close. Here we go. Look at this fish. Guys, look at this. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Where's the hook? Oh, it's on that opposite side. Okay, it's out. Okay, it's about 17 and a half. Okay guys, let's get this thing released. Look at this fish. Well, that was quite a fight. I had to come upstream and get my other rod, secondary camera. I wasn't running, unfortunately. I have some battle wounds from that fight. Good grief. And like I said, I'm gonna completely retie because my line is all freed up. Plus I cut off the heater. Yeah, so I ran a nightmare jig through there. So I'm gonna give the old 63 nightmare jig a try. And then I ran a mottled pink through there multiple times. I'm gonna run a few times with this bead, but then I'm gonna put on a sweet pink cherry. First trip through, if I remember correctly, with the sweet pink cherry, bobber down, fish on. Well, I think this is gonna be called a fish of 1,000 casts because that's what it's felt like today. God, just when you're about to give up, you start thinking, am I doing everything right? Yes, sometimes it's just a grind. So I left the truck at about 7:38, and right now it's 4:15. Yeah, so I've been gone all day long. I can't tell you how far I've walked. So yeah, fish of 1,000 casts. I think that's gonna be the title, because I certainly casted about 1,000 times. I tried a bunch of different things. I tried a couple different jigs, some worms. I tried 4 or 5 different bead colors, and then I went back to sweet pink cherry. I'd hooked that pretty good sized trout earlier in the day. Man, that thing was probably 14 or 15 inches and chunky, but it was on a sweet pink cherry 12 millimeter. So towards the end of the day, I thought I'm just gonna tie that thing on, and I'm glad I did because, man, that was a beautiful fish. So I'm gonna get moving. So thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and it helps me out on YouTube. If I earned it, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out as well. And as always, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment field below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.